All right, for the next story, we're talking about Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel, and something he said that indicates exactly how many movies we have left in the Fast universe. And let's break it down.
Yeah, well, not how many movies we have left in the universe, but how many movies we have left that he's going to do, because he said the universe will continue.
Right. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll continue as Fast and Furious movies.
I don't know. Well, yeah, okay, maybe not. But it is the universe will continue, he said, which means Universal has no plans to stop this money train.
Of course not. So let me read this article, then I'll explain my insane theory.
Oh, another theory. Okay.
Because it matches my other... Okay, we'll talk about it right now. All right, Vin Diesel says he will leave the Fast and Furious franchise after two more movies. The actor said the final two films could potentially release in 23 and 24. Now, I don't think it's going to happen. 2023 and 2024 is not going to happen. But I guess it's the earliest they could. Vin Diesel made a mark as the street racer patriarch in Fast and Furious franchise, but the storyline starring his long-standing character will soon come to an end. Soon? 2 more movies is not soon. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop right there. Guys, 2 more movies after the movie that's coming out next week. This article is saying it will soon come to an end after the next trilogy? What are you talking about soon, bro?
Well, and this is what I don't get. They make it sound like they need to wrap it up. But am I crazy here, or the story's already over? Like, you could just wrap it up right now.
Yeah,
what do you need to wrap up?
They could have wrapped it up. And honestly, they could have wrapped it up in Fast 4 when they came back and did a 4th movie, right? Which was, so you had 1 and you had 2. Then you had that weird spin-off Tokyo Drift. And then you had 4. Well, 4 could have really just been 3. It could have been the trilogy. And Tokyo Drift could have been like a whatever, spin-off. They could have wrapped it up. It could have been a trilogy. It could have been done with 4. Then they went to 5. And then 6. And then they wanted to explain where Tokyo Drift fell in this and why they brought this Han character back. And it wasn't just about money because he was a loved character. There was actually some story to it. And they did. And they did it very well. Okay, I'll give them credit. And then they started incorporating Tokyo Drift and Han and other crazy big action stars. And it became like the Expendables, but in race cars, and they're superheroes. Yeah. So they could have wrapped it up 7 movies ago.
They could have. Yeah, you're right. I think what it is Vin Diesel's like, I'm going to go ahead and... I don't know what his contract is. That's what I was looking up right now. I want to find out what his contract is because, does he want to wrap it up after this contract's over? Does he just want to make some more money? Is he tired of being this character?
I'm tired of being a badass superhero race car driver.
I mean, his daughter was like kind of upset that he's not going to do this anymore. And for real, like, it's not like his character needs to go. He's not super old. He could keep doing it. I don't know. What else is he going to do? I mean, I'm sorry, Vin, but is he just going to go start a new career? You need to hold on to what's golden while it's golden.
So you got to look up what Vin Diesel did. So
I'm looking at it right now.
So on that note, let's look at these last 2 movies because
animated series.
What's that?
He's got in 2022. He's part of an animated series, so he's lending his voice.
Right, but before that, he did The Return of Xander Cage, where he actually tried to bring back the Triple X character, and that movie was a bomb.
Nobody wants to see.
No one cared about it. Now, had that movie came out like 10 years earlier, people might have cared. But it took so long for it to come out that no one really cared by the time it did. And then he tried to be a superhero, an actual superhero, with that movie Bloodshot, which partially because of COVID, it really didn't open really well. So it was a sort of failure.
Right.
Because it literally came out in 2020, and it was like pretty much straight to YouTube purchases. Like, that's it. Pretty much instantly.
Yeah, it was no good. Right. So my point is hint, take the hint, Vin. This is your ride, man. He's got all kinds of stuff. He's producing a ton of stuff, dude. Look at it coming.
Well, look at everything after that, though. It was like Fast and Furious Spy Racers, Fast and Furious Saga, Arc, the animated series. He's doing a bunch of animated stuff.
Get Christy Love. Nobody knows what happened to that. That was terrible.
Right. Well, the Furia thing is interesting because that sounds like... no, that's like a Pitch Black.
Which
universe. One? There's a show. There's something he's making called Furia. He's executive producer of a movie called Furia, and it's tied to Pitch Black and Riddick.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, yeah. So of course he's double dipping into his stuff.
Right.
You know, but if you look at, he's got producer. I don't see actor in any of these things.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say is,
I mean, he's playing. It says he's playing Riddick in Furia as an actor.
Well, I guess all it shows is executive producer.
It
shows him on there. When Riddick finally finds his home planet.
But who knows? Maybe that's an animated thing. Maybe it's not a real movie.
Maybe not. No, it says he's starring in it.
All right. I don't know. Maybe it's part of the Fast and Furious franchise.
I know you want to connect those so bad.
Well, you know what? I'm going to. Let me finish the article. I'm going to tell you how they connect, Shane.
No, you already told us.
No, I'm going to tell you again how they connect. Okay, watch.
I want to hear it again.
You're going to hear it again.
I hate this idea.
All right, what does Diesel say? By the way, this guy's such a cool last name. My last name is Diesel, like diesel gas. Vin Diesel, motherfucker. All right, every story deserves its own ending, said Diesel during, I can't do his voice this whole time, said Diesel during a press junket for F9. And by the way, they need to figure out is it Fast and Furious 9, Fast 9, F9, FF9? Pick one, guys. Come on.
It's hard to hashtag them, bro.
I know, it's so hard. For that one movie, you got to have like 8 hashtags just to clip them all. When asked about the franchise future, despite the end of the saga, he said the Fast and Furious cinematic universe will continue on. And that stuff he talks about with his daughter. And moving down a little bit, he goes, along with Diesel, the action films have featured several, including Michelle Rodriguez. Okay, I'm sorry. One quick side rant, okay? Look, I have no problem with Michelle Rodriguez. But I do not understand why every article, every press junket, every trailer has to constantly push Michelle Rodriguez as if she's on the same level as Vin Diesel, The Rock, and John Cena.
Well, you know why? Because she's one of the originals.
I know, but she literally was gone for like 4 movies.
It's just, yeah.
She has had the same amount. She's had less screen time than Gal Gadot, Han, or any of the other characters. You know, like, honestly, Tyrese has had more screen time on Fast and Furious than anybody but Vin Diesel. Why isn't he, like, at the top of the ticket? I don't understand.
Because he's not good for anybody. He shouldn't be on the top of any ticket.
I understand that, but she's not like this, like, she's not like this action star, but they keep trying to push her as this action star. I don't understand why. It doesn't really work.
Because she's one of the few female characters, and she kicks butt.
Gal Gadot. Wonder Woman was literally in this cast, by the way, so...
Not anymore, though, right?
I know. That was a mistake, obviously. They made a mistake when they got rid of Gal Gadot.
She had Wonder Woman stuff to go do.
No. That wasn't the reason, though. That wasn't the reason. They killed her off because they had other people coming in. In their minds, cool character, not super
worth
important.
Keeping around.
Right. Now, I bet you 5 years later, they were like, oh, wow.
Oh, we should have kept her. Yeah.
Yeah. Should have kept Gal Gadot. All right. Along with Diesel action films featuring several others, including, again, Michelle Rodriguez, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Tyrese Gibson, rapper. I hate the fact that poor Ludacris can never get past the rapper stage of his career.
It's impossible.
It's always rapper Ludacris. Like, okay, guys, the guy has an actual name. He hasn't released a rap song in like a decade. All he's done is act. At what point will you use his real name? I do not understand.
Well, you know, this is a Market Watch article, which is hilarious because it's usually for the stock market. But okay,
yeah,
that makes it even funnier.
Jordana, yeah, that is it. Is.
It's a stock market article. Why are you here? Why are you guys covering Fast and Furious?
Oh man, because everybody covers it. Jordana Brewster, Jason Statham, and the late Paul Walker. In 2019, Johnson and Statham starred in the franchise's first spinoff. I disagree. I can't stop. The first spinoff was 100% Tokyo Drift.
Well, but they rolled it back into the series. It's not considered a spinoff.
Whatever.
I know, but I know what you mean.
All right, and Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, which claimed the #1 spot and earned $80 million in its worldwide. So, dude, Hobbs and Shaw made some dough. So what do we got here? We got confirmation 100% confirmation. There are 2 additional Fast and Furious movies, which means
that's true. We get 10 and 11. We knew we were getting 10, but now we know we're getting 11.
Oh, you know. Wait a minute. You know. Wait, hold up. You know that Fast and Furious 10 is not going to be Fast and Furious 10. It's going to be Fast and Furious X.
Oh, come on. You're right. But you're right.
You know well. You know well. You think it's going to be Fast and Furious 10, Fast 10? No, it'll be Fast X, FX, 100%.
Yeah, you're right.
And if they don't do that, oh my God, your marketing people are retarded. Let me tell you something.
It's going to happen, and
yes.
I'm sure it'll happen.
And Fast and Furious 11 should be, in my opinion, what they should do with it, especially if Dom is leaving and this is not just like a contract negotiation, which it might be. This might be a way for him to like negotiate his contract.
Ooh, yeah.
We've seen it before. We saw it with Henry Cavill. We see it with a bunch of actors. They put news out there talking about how this is going to be their last thing. And the point is the studio goes, whoa, Van, hold up, bro. I know your contract's up, but we're going to offer you this much more money.
Yeah, I like this idea because I don't know why any human being who isn't doing great at anything else he makes want to leave the only thing that's working for him.
It's not just the only thing that's working for him. It's working better than almost everything else ever.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, for him personally, he's tried to do other things.
Right.
And it's not happening. So why would you just kill your golden goose, man?
Everybody thinks that Vin Diesel is the face of Fast and Furious, and yeah, he is. But it's not that he's such an amazing actor that he can be in anything else. That he's not drawing people to Bloodshot or even his old Triple X stuff. It's him in that character people want to see. Yeah. Unlike The Rock, where The Rock can literally take you from a Fast and Furious movie to a disaster movie to a movie about an overgrown gorilla to a Disney movie about Jumanji. Right. He can take you and then eventually to the Safari movie. He can literally, anything The Rock does is valued. Because The Rock is the one that's driving that audience. He's obviously a very good actor, but it's obviously like he's driving that audience. Vin Diesel isn't driving an audience. Dom Toretto is driving an audience.
Right, but I now notice, okay, so Vin is 53 years old. So by the time these other movies come out, he's going to be pushing 60. I could see him wanting to hang it up by then and just do whatever else he wants to do with his life. So maybe that is the case.
Or
he's older than The Rock and John Cena and all those guys. So.
Or you have this epic finale in FX, Fast X. Fast 10.
The finale's in 11, though.
Wait a minute. And then the 11 is the setup for the next phase of Fast and Furious.
No, because he says he wants to wrap it up with the next 2 movies. In fact, 9 is the first of 3 movies that will wrap it up.
Well, yeah, I see. Yeah, this Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi wasn't starting anything new.
No. Which of those movies were the best movie?
Empire Strikes Back.
Right. Empire Strikes Back was always because that was the epic movie. Now the conclusion was the conclusion, but the movie that everybody likes the most is that second one, the one with all the most epic, the Fast X movie, right?
Okay.
Now they wrap it up in 11, and they slide in these new characters,
maybe
as the phase 2 of Fast and Furious.
If they do that too much, though, it won't.
In space!
No, it will not.
As space explorers!
No!
Yes!
No,
and then they freeze. They because Dom Toretto is hurt badly, and now they're in this spaceship. They see the cryo chamber. We gotta freeze them because we can't, or he's gonna die, and they freeze him. And they get stuck in a black hole, and boom! Now Riddick is born, and now Riddick doesn't have any memories. His crew has got to find Riddick. Now Vin can take a break for like 5 movies while they're trying to find Riddick, and all this stuff is happening. Riddick is happening while his crew is trying to find Dom, and they finally found Dom, and that's the epic crossover of Riddick and Fast and Furious. And our bonus story, Jurassic Park, plays into it. There's a T-Rex, there's a baby T-Rex that has like a voice box. He can talk. He's talking to the crew, and now.
So I'm sorry, guys, that Brian keeps going here. Oh man, Brian. Okay, man. Listen, I will accept. I will not accept space. I will accept time travel into the future. That's it.
Okay,
that's the only one.
All right. I love this. Look at this the last bit of this article. last
it's
year,
like the fourth story where we've given this theory.
I know. Last year, Universal pushed back the release of F9 due to the Corona's outbreak. The new film not only brings back fan favorite Sung Hung Han, along with new additions including John Cena.
Say that again.
I can't say the word. I'm not even gonna try. I like this. I like this actor enough to not ever say his name again. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. That was nice.
Along with new additions including John Cena, but the story will also literally send a car into space.
You did get that. I did see that, and I wanted to delete it before you read it, like find a way to get it off your screen.
You can do it. If you F11, you can click the body and delete certain text. Only for you and I to see.
Gotcha. Yeah, look, because that's wrong.
But I predicted.
No,
wait, yes, no. Last year I said wait, Shane, you have to give this to me, bro. Last year when we were talking about this, I said, I guarantee you the next movie, there's a car going into space. And you laughed, and you laughed at me. And you're like, no. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, like the writer's talking about sending cars, but and you're like, that's silly.
So
that's
dumb.
They're literally sending a car into space.
Okay, if they, which apparently it says they're doing it. So if they do it, I have a feeling like it could be really bad. It could be really, really bad. Like they could really ruin this franchise by sending a car into space and having it turn into like a spaceship or some shit like that. You know?
Yes. So goes into a black hole. Boom. Time travel. Riddick. We're here.
Black holes are very far away, by the way. So just,
Okay. All right. We're going to stop talking about this, but.
No, we're not. Unfortunately, the very next story is going to be talking about this.
No. The story after the next story.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, here's the deal. Guys, we're going to stop talking about this particular story right now.
Brian's favorite topic.
Because look, Fast and Furious is fascinating. It's both good and bad on so many levels. I cannot express the entertainment value that Fast and Furious has brought me. Not even in the theater, but outside the theater, talking to people about how insane the stunts are, how ridiculous the story is. Some of the stuff that Dom says is just straight cringe meme worthy. Somehow, with a cool soundtrack and explosions, they make it work. I want someone to release a movie where they just remove all the sound effects, and think about the amount of cringe. Like the hair on the back of your head will stand up when you talk about family. I mean, it's both awesome and horrible at the same time. It's a weird series because I recognize that it's not good, but I also love it.
Yeah, well, SNL did a thing in the 80s about Rocky. After Rocky 4 came out, they did this skit where it was Rocky 54 and Sylvester Stallone was like an old man, right? Because you hadn't seen a lot of movies where there were so many before. But this is Fast and Furious 9, 10, and 11. I mean, just think about how many dang movies there are, and it just gets a little ridiculous the further you go as far as the storyline. So.
Okay, but you know what? We're going to wrap it up for now. Let us know what you think about Fast and Furious. Are you excited?
Thanks for watching. To see the full conversation, become a member of the Popcast family. Use the link in the description below or go to our channel and click the join button. Select your tier and we'll see you at the next show.